The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos.
Sterling Hawk-Richter to kick off for the Falcons.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's second and 12. From the gun, it's Locke. Flushed out right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, but it's going to be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down now, it's Gordon, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
16-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing his Locke on third down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on second and 6, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
23 yards, the final tally. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's caught. Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
7, Broncos nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at
the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Gordon on the carry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Lock. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Julio Jones all alone. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keith Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
Good.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
Touchdown, Denver.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
But listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On first down, it's Gurley. A gain of 3, second down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
From the 41, Ryan completes his short throw to Stocker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in control.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First and 10 at the...
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21. Broncos.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A gain of 16.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First down.
A final shot before half for Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The kickoff for Denver.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Airing it out for Hamilton. And some space here. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
1st and 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Gain of 14.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And 9.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
To K.J. Hamler.
K.J. Hamler. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Broncos get a bit closer. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Falcons 35. Broncos.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Kareem Jackson.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, 58 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Falcons 42. Broncos.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
1st down, Denver.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete to
Jerry Jeudy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
The kick is good.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete to
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
on the play.
He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports.
21.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 4.
Another carry now for Gurley. Bust through the tackle. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. Room to run again. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but now it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Locke working out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Locke read it well, and it's picked. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Taken down at the 22-yard
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
At the 7-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ryan on the keeper.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Ryan on the keeper.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 20.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Goes 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Block. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Block. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
20. First down, Denver.
On first down, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Throwing on first down is Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and...
Throwing again on second down. Locke eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie. And that'll make it third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Yards to go.
From the gun, Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to...
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
To number 14.
Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up